Hey, so just wanted to touch upon the good points of the Party Rock Anthem by Lmfao. You might not think there are any, but there are. And to help newcomers understand where previous shufflers are coming from with their dislike to it. Also, please watch the entire video before you comment on anything I've said. Okay, before the song was released, there'd be 3 things that are most likely to happen to me if I was to shuffle in a club. Number 1, a joker out of a group of lads would come up to me and try and imitate me shuffling. He'd have no interest in trying to learn how to shuffle. He'd basically just be there to be a drunk dickhead and try and show me off in front of his friends to get a laugh. Number 2, being the most common, you get someone come up to you and ask you what drugs you're selling, because they see you rocking out on a good time, therefore you must be on drugs. And number 3, you get the sincere person come up to you, know the shuffle, and ask you to teach them. But that was very rare. Now the song is everywhere. And I remember going to a local club for the first time since the song had been out with a friend of mine that also shuffles. When we started shuffling, the reaction was unbelievable. We didn't have to fight for our room to shuffle or anything like that. And the same people that a month ago would be imitating us were buying us drinks and shaking our hands and saying that our shuffle was awesome. They knew what it was and we were stunned at their reactions towards us. The thing is, they already said that we were better than what they'd seen on MTV, and boom, that's your window to stop them right there and go, yeah, you know why? And tell them everything you know about the shuffle. Its origins, the community around it, hardstyle, etc, etc, and what it means to you. Lmfao have in a way done the groundwork for you to help you introduce and help people understand what you're into a lot easier. And that's the way I think you have to look at it. For example, it's very hard to explain to someone what hardstyle is when the hardest thing they ever listened to is house. And you need to remember that people that do think Lmfao are great, it's probably only because it's the first time they've ever seen the shuffle or anything like that. So take a chance, you never know, you might blow their mind and have a new shuffling friend. Okay, so the people that didn't know the shuffle before the Party Rock Anthem might not understand why all these other shufflers dislike them. So for one, I recommend you watching the Melbourne Shuffle documentary after this. The link's in the description, and it will give you some knowledge of the background of the shuffle and what it represents to a lot of people. The other main points for people's dislikes are 1, they primarily use the shuffle as a gimmick to make money, and 2, they represented the shuffle by trying to teach people on a global basis, even though they've just been shown it themselves.
We are going to teach you how to shuffle. Let's go! Party Rock is in the house tonight. You can do the switch step like this. So, now put a step in between. Yeah, there it is. Okay, good.
Very nice. Very nice.
Now.
For me, I leant towards the humorous and funny side of it all, as I knew it was only a matter of time until the shuffle got blasted mainstream anyway. But I had this little niggle that kept growing inside of me. Basically, I had to listen to Radio 1 when I was at work, and Vernon Kay on there emphasised the hype of it so much with shit like this.
One tune that I will play that I've been banging on about for ages is Lmfao's Party Rock Anthem, and it's all about shuffling. Basically, it's the new Running Man, and I've got some lovely friends here, Vernon's volunteers, who are going to demonstrate how we do a shuffle for all those people who will be there on the outdoor stage. So firstly, ladies, I think it goes like this. You put your arms together like this, yeah? Then put your left foot forward, and then you skip it back, and then you put your right foot forward, and skip it back, and just alternate. And I think the quicker you get, then you start doing the Running Man. So it ends up being like this, I think, right? And then there you go! There you go, shuffling! There you go! That's a shuffle! Let's go! Let's go! Whoa! Come on, Kyle! Give it up for Vernon Kay!
That's one of the reasons why this video is so overdue. I'd have to go home and blast my ears with Gabba, just get all the hatred out of my system. But it's also because I didn't want to create any more hype, no matter how big or little it might have been. The Melbourne Shuffle has been around for many years, and as soon as you give off the impression you invented it, you try and define it or sell it, you piss a lot of people off. And I've seen it happen before. A good example of this is the Dutch Melbourne Shufflers.
We got the brand new dance coming down to you crazy right now. Coming down to you crazy right now. We need all the Melbourne Shufflers to the stage. We need everybody to the floor. This is how we we show it, this is how we do it. Let your feet go and do the Melbourne shuffle. Get in the mood, get in the groove, move your leg muscles. Now shake, bounce, slide, pop, hard style, hip hop, R&B, mix it up.
Link in the description if you want to watch the rest of that. They didn't have the financial backing that Lmfao does, and I think it was supposed to be more of a viral thing anyway, and it was, but for all the wrong reasons. They got shot down by the shuffle community. They had a song that said the Melbourne Shuffle was a new thing, and people didn't think the shuffling in it represented the Melbourne Shuffle well enough. But a couple of them did get better. I saw a video like a year later where they were continuing the shuffle, so they must have loved it because it did get proper slated. And at the end of the day, that's what it's all about. Love it, live it, kick it.